Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings III, Legends of the Dead. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do in today's episode is we're going to go ahead and arrange a marriage for our character because we actually need another spouse. We're currently losing Heidi because remember we're a king, and so now we have to have, I think, at least 3 spouses. We'll see if that'll be enough. And so let's go ahead and arrange marriage. So even though we're not going to make this our primary spouse, we'll still do the sum of all skills just in case something happens to our primary spouse. Although she's likely to die first because she's 55, and we just want to make sure we don't have any additional children. And she's actually really sold. She's got a lot of good skills here. So she's got the genius trait. She has the novice physician. She's a herbalist. She's strong. So yeah, I think she's fine. So let's go ahead and arrange that marriage there, and hopefully that will be enough to appease our need for spouses so we don't lose any Heidi. And next we're going to deal with the prisoners. We've got a ton of prisoners. So we've got this guy here. He's a duke, and he's of the Byzantine Empire, so there's really no reason not to just go ahead and ransom him off. You could of course try and demand his conversion or something like that, but yeah, that's not even an option because he's landed. So yeah, we'll just get the 100 gold. As for this character, he might be a good knight, but he's getting older, and we have so many good knights at this point that he might not be able to fight anyways. So probably just want to demand his conversion. Yeah, we'll do that and get the weak hook on him as well. So remember with our uncle here, one who started the conflict, we are going to just keep him in the prison forever for the rest of his life. Do we want to move him out of house arrest though? Probably not. I know he could escape, but you put him in the dungeon and then he's just going to die anyways. So yeah, we'll keep him in the prison for now. With our uncle Arslan, so he's the one who we couldn't deal with his territory because it was being sieged. However, I have decided that I think I'd rather have this territory rather than this one. I think I was going after this one because it had the higher development. But yeah, this one's just more fitting. It's around the territory we already control. So I think it's better to take that one from him. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and revoke this title here. Not that one. I want the whole thing. There we go. So that should give us both of them. And of course, we'll get the negative 80 on the opinion. House unity will be reduced as well. He has no choice in the matter. And then do we want to release him or just keep him locked up like our other uncle? Might be for the best to just keep him locked up, honestly. Just keep all the uncles locked up. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Yeah, we're not going to let him out, guys. So we'll keep him in the prison. He's never getting out. Moving along to our half-brother. So with him, we've already taken his title, and I think I might have been originally planning on keeping him locked up, but now he has a new liege, our brother, who we gave that ducal title here. So there's really no reason not to just take the money at this point and just release him for the 50 gold, and he'll be our brother's problem. This prisoner here will probably just get the weak hook off of him. Over here, this is a Persian character. He's got a decent house. He's getting older, but not as old as some of the other characters. You know what? Let's just go and recruit him. He might actually serve as one of our knights. This character here is garbage. Yeah, no real reason to keep him. We could get 10 gold from him though. Okay, yeah, we'll go and do that. He's got the money to actually pay to get out. This guy did too, so he could have just got the 10 gold, but I think he's better as a knight. Here we have a count who rebelled. Or baron. So just go ahead and take his barony. Well, he does have this liege here, so yeah, in this case it's probably just better to take the money. He's not directly under us. So let's just get the money for him, because yeah, we're trying to get as much money as possible, because we got a lot of things we could do with that money, guys. Quite a few things. This guy here, probably just take the 10 gold. Here's a lowborn character. I'm not entirely sure what we do with him. He's an older guy. He's very high on the learning, but yeah, not much to do with him. So we'll probably just get the weak hook. I'm just trying to empty out this prison. This guy, despite being one-legged, still has a pretty good prowess. So maybe we'll hire the one-legged knight. Yeah, let's do that. And then we got one last character over here. Not great as a knight, just a low-born character. Probably just get the weak hook. I wouldn't even accept that. I don't know what you do with the character then. Could just execute him, spend some piety. It's considered an act of tyranny. I wonder why. You know, I don't think he's a rebel. I think we had gotten him in one of the wars, captured him, so that's the reason why. So he can't do anything. He'll just sit in the prison and whatever. The next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and take these house decisions. Remember, we get the full bonus because we do have the 10 landed members of our house, and so that's a plus 10 vassal opinion, plus 10% for the powerful vassal counselor tax contribution. So that's one reason to put your powerful vassals in the council, is there's all kind of bonuses that you only get if it's a powerful vassal on the council. So somebody said I never, they had told me in the comments that they never put powerful vassals on the council unless they're just really, really good. But there are reasons to do so, besides just, you know, trying to get the opinion, you know, so you don't get that opinion penalty, is that there are some bonuses you get only if that council member is a powerful vassal. We also get the personal scheme success chance increased as well. So we'll do this. This costs money and also costs piety, but we do have a lot of piety, and I think this is a good use of our money. And we'll also get the promoted development, 10% reduction in the building construction costs, and 20% increased development growth. I think that's worth it as well. So we're going to take both of those just because we have the 10 landed house members, so these are very good bonuses. So I think we can unpause it now, and we are more famous. So moving towards illustrious, I suppose. After that victory. Of course, everybody's accepting our terms here. Getting that increased money. Again, we got lots of things to do with this money. And you know, we could actually pardon our brother here, because we could always take his territory, but maybe it's just better to harden him. He's our chancellor. He already has a high opinion of us, so we get higher opinion, and this would also increase house unity. So I think that's what we're going to do, and that is up here. Is just grant him a pardon. I think he'll be appreciative of that. We also got those new vassals. They have accepted our offer there, and you see this territory is now just completely broken up. So lots of room for expansion and potentially more vassals. So some of these are rightfully somebody else's vassals, so we can go ahead and transfer those off. This would result in us losing some house unity, though. That's interesting. Is he like a duke? Oh yeah, he's a duke. Well, that's interesting. So he's starting with a massive negative opinion of us because he wants a seat on the council and because of this territory situation. I don't know if we have any positions on the council for him. His stewardship and marshal aren't bad. We'll have to take a look, but yeah, we can at least do this to get rid of some of that penalty there. Yeah, more vassals can be vassalized. So we decided we're not vassalizing him. Oh, well, that's interesting. We can vassalize the Seljuks. That is great. They do have the one duchy title. You know, that's a lot of territory we gain. And he's also married to our sister. So yeah, I kind of feel like he'd make a good vassal. He's right here on our territory, and you get these little plots of land as well. He's a great knight too. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and vassalize him, guys. It makes sense. And we would have to give him the religious exemption as well. Well, no, actually, if you do no exemption, he'll accept that. Sure, we'll do it that way then. Why grant him a religious exemption if you don't have to? So what about this guy? Who is he? Okay, so he has that territory. Yeah, I mean, we'll just keep on expanding without having to do war. Why would we not? We can also demand payments for these hooks as well. So 50 gold here. Not really much else to do with these. So why not? And of course that's because we have that one perk. So obligations will be paid off and get us some more money. Yeah, let's go ahead and, I mean, we don't really need to arrange an alliance with him, considering the fact that he's not even directly our vassal. Yeah, I don't think we will in this particular case. With us now being a king, we can now get another accolade knight, and we actually have somebody who could be appointed here. We have two people, in fact. So we got this character, the giant, who is married to our daughter, so our son-in-law. And then there's a caravan master. Clearly we should make him. So put him in that position. And then as a successor, we could just put him in there. Though he's a lot older, so I don't think he'll actually succeed him unless he dies in combat or something. And so yeah, now we have another accolade knight, increasing monthly martial lifestyle experience if you have a character who has the martial lifestyle. And then travel safety will also go up. And of course we also have this character here, increasing our army damage and our trade experience for hunting. Let me see if there's anything else. There's the council situation. A few things we might want to do in here. First of all, just take a look and see if we even want to appoint that guy. Probably not. You could put him in this position, but I kind of want to get the control dealt with. So I think he's just going to have to be irritated for a little while. We did just give him a vassal, so he should be pleased about that. The people of my realm continue to be beset by High Chiefess's evil, so that's the one disease that we looked at last episode, and superstition is rife among their number. I have been informed that they are blaming the plague on sinful practice and failure to show Allah proper support. They believe that we have become too gluttonous, and it is only through mass repentance and harsh punishments that we may return to living the way Allah intends us to. These acts have been condemned broadly by the imams of the realm, but nevertheless the trials continue. So we say there's nothing I can do. As a diligent character, we're going to get stress. This results in the plague trials, so it's going to decrease the development growth in all infected counties. Or we can stop that at once, and we'll reduce the popular opinion. We're going to do that. As a diligent character, makes sense that we do that. So the next thing we're going to want to do is to start the legend. I'm just trying to get all this stuff done here. There's just so many different options available. With us now being a king and all this new territory they got. We got new vassals that can be, wow, look at all these vassals we can now potentially get. Let me just take a look at all of them. So yeah, with them breaking apart, basically it's now going to become our empire. That's interesting. It's a lot of new vassals, but they are mostly all weak, with just a couple counties or baronies or whatever. This is another Seljuk, by the way. So yeah, we'll send them all off, because again, if we can expand peacefully, I don't really see any reason not to, outside of, you know, if somebody's just far too powerful, like this character who we're going to declare war on after we finish everything we need to do. So the Abbasid Caliph can now be under us. Yeah, I guess so. Makes sense. He is more powerful though, so something to consider. We've seen him support rebellions in the past, so we need to keep that in mind. Going on to Hajj would help our character, by the way, since we're getting a -5 opinion with everybody. Yeah, let's go and send that off. And so that's going to be a more powerful character that we're letting become our vassal, and potentially somebody you might need to want to put on the council. He has some good skills. There's certainly reasons to let him become a counselor. It just doesn't change the makeup of our country completely. Oh, this guy, I don't know about him. Yeah, I feel like he's a little too powerful. He's wicked as well. I don't think we're going to accept him into the... I don't think that makes sense. No, I don't think so, guys. A little too risky. If we take everybody in, we will regret it. We're going to deal with a big old massive rebellion. It's going to be even bigger than the last one, with more powerful characters leading it. And we could find ourselves in some serious issues. We do have an extra holding that we need to get rid of. We can hold 12 now, but yeah, we need to get rid of one of those. So this character, where is he at? Okay, so he's over here. Sure. So we'll send that off. And as we get these new characters, it opens up even more locations where we could potentially get vassals. Yeah, all these guys are accepting this. So once they've all accepted, we'll take a look and see if there's any other new options available now. He's looking to pay the ransom. Oh, no. No, we would have climbed that. Uncle's staying in prison forever. Alright, so this character would be willing to accept vassalization as well, so let's go ahead and send that off. And how about this character? Yeah, we'll offer him a chance to become a vassal of this great kingdom. I'm just looking if there's anything else. We would lose land in this particular case. So his heir, is over here. I see. Okay, so yeah, we'll see what happens there. And is this another uncle? Yep. Are those all that we have in the prison? So I know, other than that guy, yeah. That we just declined them all immediately. Alright, so we are now in May. Not seeing any other characters we can have become a vassal. But you can see that we now have a ton of new powerful vassals. So the whole council has changed up at this point. And so if we don't let any of them join the council, then that might not be wise. So I do want to keep our brothers on here, despite the fact that neither of them are a powerful vassal. I think we should keep them in their positions because they're pretty good. But maybe we could replace the steward and the marshal, even though the marshal's solid. Obviously, we need to put somebody in these positions, and some of these guys are very powerful indeed. So just as far as marshal goes, I think the Caliph would be the best option. I don't think putting him in as a spy master would be wise. Now, our brother is not a great spy master, but this is more about trust. I trust him, and so we're going to leave him in that position. Yeah, we could definitely find a new steward and a new marshal. So as far as the marshals go, I do think the Caliph makes the most sense. He would not make a good steward, and so we'll put him into this position. That'll appease him to a degree, but he still doesn't like us that much. We need to take a look at our tax collectors as well. That'll all be changed up. So I have to see if we need to make adjustments there. Probably will need to. And then our steward here, the steward position. I mean, you could put this guy in charge because he would be the best. But is he the most powerful of them? Let me just take a look here. These guys are about equal. And he would like us more in that position. So why not? We'll put him in that position. Just try and make our council a little bit happier. And also make sure we have somehow vassals on the council so we can get those bonuses to the taxes. So now we need to get rid of one of these titles. And I think we'll do this one here. Just grant it out to, I don't know, maybe the person's got the best prowess. And it's, you know, not too old. Perhaps this guy, I don't know. Why not? So yeah, we'll grant it to him. And so I'll get rid of our little problem there. So we're not getting any penalties. Alright, so we're sitting at 1272. We dealt with, you know, all of our dungeon. We are going to use that money to start a legend here. So I think I wasn't clear at the end of the last episode that I was going to do the legend, because I think it makes sense for us to do it. It fits for our character. You know, he did have that valiant defense. It was a pretty fun episode, fighting both the rebellion and the Byzantine Empire at the same time, even though it was a little bit frustrating having to go back and forth between this side of our territory and this side. But yeah, it was definitely a valiant defense. Why would we not go for this? I'm noticing an additional legend here. So this is the Keeper of the Ashari Holy Site. It's a holy legend. And so this will grant monthly piety, diplomacy per level, devotion. This is for the promoters. They'll get learning and monthly piety. And here's the barony and county modifiers. This is control, growth, and popular opinion. And so to get that, you'd have to have the Paragon of Virtue devotion. So similar to this one, requiring the Exalted Among Men level of fame. But yeah, we're going to do this one here. So this is what we get upon completion here, based on the rank. But no matter what, we'll get to the ordained legitimacy. It's going to cost us 380 and 5.94 a month to promote that. And so, do we want to read all this here? Yeah, sure, why not? The legend of Emir A. Emiran Bedrod of Kesranid is as great and large as the world, for his deeds are unparalleled. Upon hearing vague rumors that plagued the land, Bered set his heart to accomplish the difficult endeavor. His legend culminates in a marvelous adventure. His great deeds of arms were such that all kings had wonder thereof, and many nobles and commoners came to his encounter, for they wished to see the legend in the flesh. However, that was not the end of the tale, for when Bered made his way home, he helped those in danger and avenged their affronts. Bandits, beasts, and evildoers could not hide from the fury of his blade. The journey back home was not easy, but he entered the city among triumphant chants. And now let us all rejoice and feast, for his legend is to be celebrated. So not much to deal with what actually happened, but sure. So I like this. This is pretty cool. It's kind of like a, I don't know, it looks almost like an illustration. A piece of art. Yeah, I like it. So we can just straight up complete it, but you can't do that until you've had Valiant Defense for 5 years, and then, you know, it's going to be the lowest level here. Or you can try and increase the quality, and in order to do that, it must spread to 100 baronies. Okay, so yeah, we basically need to let that spread. If we took a look at the legends here, you'll see it's only located here at the moment. So we can contact other characters, as happened with one of our characters early in the campaign, to have them become promoters, which of course grants them these bonuses. And then we're getting the monthly prestige bonus. And all the counties get the station men-at-arms damage bonus in the popular opinion. So it would probably make sense to see if the Caliph would be willing to do it. So in order to ask him, he would have to be of our dynasty, be a friend or a lover, an owner of a county that neighbors a legend, or know the Iranian language to be able to spread the legend. So, yeah, basically this is not an option, so we can't give him the bonus. I wonder if our brother would be willing to do it. So it looks like an 80% chance of acceptance. You can also send him gold to increase the chance, but yeah, we'll just go with the 80% chance there. So remember, you don't get a bonus, or excuse me, a situational thing here that lets you know characters that would be more likely to join. So we can ask other members of our family if they'd be willing to. I don't know that he would even be willing to do it. Oh, we can't ask again until 11:15. Okay, so a little bit of a limit there, but we'll try and get as many people promoting our legend as possible so that we can get it spreading quicker. Since as you've seen, we do have to get it across many baronies if we want to upgrade it. And we were able to sway our brother here. Let's go and stop doing that. He's already liking us quite a bit. There's no reason to do that further. But maybe we want to go ahead and sway some members of our council, like the Caliph here. Yeah, that makes sense. 35% chance of success. It's pretty low. Probably not going to succeed there, but you never know. Could pick up some. We'll try. We'll try and make it happen. So we'll work on that. And then stress is still an issue for our character currently. I want to do this war, but I feel like we got to deal with the stress. So people wanted me to avoid doing some of these more expensive grand activities for right now. Instead, focus on the war. And as far as the stress goes, just do something like a feast or a hunt in order to reduce that. I could see doing a hunt. We haven't done a hunt yet. I don't think we've done it at all in this campaign. So why not? We'll do a hunt. And we will do the hunt. The falconry is not as good, in my opinion, generally. It's rarely successful. So we're looking for a location that has some bonuses and isn't too far away. Like, we don't want to go all the way up here. That's just a little bit too far, I feel. And so maybe like, and this is high development. All these are high developments. You're going to get that penalty. But still, it looks like it's pretty solid because there's no holding and it's got the hills. So I think that's where we'll go. So to go over there, purpose is recreation. But we can also try and slay the beast. I think we're really just looking to relieve some stress here. And if we slay the beast, then that's just an added bonus. So with the higher attendance, if we spend more money, we'll increase the success chance. Yeah, I think we might do that because I would like it to be successful. And this will get us more prestige. But I think we're just going to do the regular party size rather than spend a bunch more money. I think this is pretty good. This is still pretty expensive for an activity, guys. Oh yeah, it's fine. Let's go and do it. Alright, so we're skipping some of those travel events, but I did want to show that we are going to start getting those homage events. The first person to pay homage is who else? Of course, it's our brother Manu. Manu the Brave. And so this is going to get us that court grandeur and the prestige, and our dynasty gets renowned. Alright, so we have arrived, made camp. We'll start getting those hunting events. Alright, so this is the one about a hunt master. I suppose we don't even have a hunting master assigned. There's a lot of positions because we have money that we could assign here. I think a court gardener would make a lot of sense. But maybe a bodyguard as well. So yeah, we might want to take a look at this. See if there's any positions we want to grant out. Master of the Hunt is what I was looking for here, but yeah, there's a lot of positions that we could grant out now, guys. An antiquarian is often useful as a king to maintain those items. So that's another thing to consider. We might want to start spending some of this money though. But let's focus on what we're doing right now. We have the hunt, and so we can name this character a master of the hunt. This is our son-in-law, isn't it? Yeah. Really should say he's our son-in-law here. Could be other giants, I guess, with big old glorious beards. So yeah, we could appoint him to that position, make him the master of the hunt, or say we don't need anyone. Do we even need a master hunt? I feel like we probably don't. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do a master hunt. If we're gonna hire some minor positions, I think there's just far better positions. In fact, we will go ahead and do that now. There's no reason really to wait. So this would increase stewardship and also get you more monthly piety if you have anybody good for the position. Have somebody here. Court gardener, I like that this gives you the development growth, so I think that would be pretty solid. Also, you get increased opinions. That's always helpful. So yeah, maybe we'll appoint her. It's kind of expensive. Yeah, it's actually really expensive. But you're going to get a lot more development growth, so let's go and do that. And so I'm willing to spend some money for that. We're already doing the advanced research, by the way, to increase our monthly lifestyle experience points. So we've got our court physician doing that for us. Got the wet nurse already. The antiquarian, sure. Yeah, we'll go and appoint this guy to this position. That's not too expensive of a position. Court tutor, very expensive. Proves the education outcomes, though. Yeah, I think it'd be worth it. We got a lot of children currently being trained up. But yeah, I don't think we're going to do the hunts enough to have the master of the hunt. Master of the horse is useful for the night effectiveness, but yeah, we already have a lot of positions. This would also get us a piety bonus, but it is more, but you don't get that stewardship bonus with it. And we actually have a lot of piety at the moment. Control growth is helpful, but don't need to spend the money for that, I don't think. You got the cupbearer, and I think the only thing we're going to get now is a bodyguard, guys. Though we might not have anybody solid. We got a knight here. Yeah, nobody that's really good at this position. But yeah, I guess we'll have him be our bodyguard. Because remember, they can't be a baron. They can't have any territory, so that's the reason why. But yeah, we'll go and appoint him as our bodyguard for now. All right, so that's good. Just wanted to get some of those positions hired up. It's helpful. Especially now we're king, we have more threats against us. Just looking for all other potential vassals. We actually have one here. Yeah, we'll take him as a vassal. Court grandeur did just increase. Let's go and send that off. And apparently we need a successor for this position here. Okay. Well, I guess we can send off for one. Oh, it says we already have the potential because it's the caravan master. Okay. Alright, so he did accept it, so we now have an additional vassal. Did he just get larger? Almost looks like he gained more territory. Maybe not, though. Alright, so we got our first hunting event here, Slim Hickings. So unfortunately, there aren't any bucks in the area, so we can only hunt a fox. Or decrease your success chance, which isn't high to begin with. So let's just get out there. Again, we're here to deal with our stress. We're here to relax, guys. And a legend promoter did join. Excellent. So they will choose to do that on their own. It's interesting that this guy promoting our legend. Cornering the fox. So my son-in-law is the first to spot its flowing tail. The devious dog is hard to distinguish, but there's no doubt it's there, observing us through the tall grass. It locks eyes with me, and almost as though the animal senses my intent, suddenly takes off in a flash of colorful fur. So we say after it, we ride, get prestige, attempt to corner the fox. It's more hairless, but the success chance will be increased. We're currently at 51.5%. Steady mind the ledge. This method is more hairless. Or this way we head it off. So I think we're gonna go with this option. This is go after it. That's fine. The plague has left the realm. We will spend the money to get the major disease recovery. I don't know how far that even spread. We didn't look at it. Next, cornering the fox event. After hours of riding, we are finally cornering the wily beast. Our chase has not been in vain. The exhausted, panicked animal has turned to bay, struggling to stand and barking in panic. The terrified fox is realizing it is unable to escape as the hounds and huntsmen array around it. So we say, I will shoot it. I'll finish it off. This will greatly increase the hunter trait experience and its prowess challenge, with a 76% chance we'll be successful. Well, you're going to be successful regardless, but you could get wounded, because we do not have the greatest prowess. Or unleash the hounds. And we'll get the happy hounds. Yeah, I think we're going to just finish it off. We slay the fox and get that extra prestige. Excellent. And also extra experience gain. Hunts like these are pure joy. I cannot wait for next year. Though the quarry may have been small, the party is still elated with the satisfaction of a good hunt. So our son-in-law directs the breaking up, carefully skinning the carcass with direction from the game masters. We place the eager dog's share of the spoils on a stretched hide before departing for camp and home. I usually don't read the events from the hunts, but it was our first hunt, so... this is going to get us that foxtail trinket, increasing prestige and stress gain. I don't know that that's actually better than anything we currently have. So we can say, I'll keep the memento, or we can instead give it to the Caliph. Would we get anything extra from giving it to him? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't give him... You would think it would... It says he'll appreciate it, but it doesn't actually say that. But let me just take a look and see if this is something we even want in the first place. Because I don't think it's better than the stuff we already have. I mean, it's actually better than that one. Yeah, we'll take it. So we lost stress. We gained the hunter trait. We also got some experience for that. Legitimacy. Oh, that got us to ordained, by the way. Got more prestige, and our accolade knights have gotten glory. So that's another reason to do these hunts, is for the glory. All right, awesome. This went well. And so with the hunter trait, that'll increase our prowess, make us a little bit better anyways, and also could increase opinion with any other hunter characters out there. All right, so let's go ahead and place this item. Just replace the milk tooth. And then I think we might want to get rid of that. Destroy that for the money. Extra 40 gold there. So I was thinking about getting the men at arms built up some. I talked about this last episode. So let's go ahead and do that. So we'll increase. We'll use our money to increase their size to a degree. In preparation for this war against this guy, which will be our next goal here. Back to traveling in the Metal Man. Oh, don't you love that event? I feel like you get it every single time you travel. Yeah, we'll let somebody else eat that. But this is the reason why I skip these travel events generally. Because we visited the the Grand Emirate of Georgia. We did get 200 diplomacy lifestyle experience. Okay, so I guess that's helpful if we can get enough to get ourselves a perk. Maybe another event happens. I did want to take a look at the faction situation because, you know, we have all these vassals. It doesn't look like we have any factions currently targeting us. Everybody's pretty happy. I mean, remember, we are very legitimate, though it says we're ordained. We are not. We're not quite there. Yeah, we need to get a bit higher here. And again, that's really nice for the renown bonuses there. What month would we be able to ask our brother here? Oh, he went on the hash. We need to do that too, guys. But yeah, we want to ask him to promote in May, the 3rd of May, if he's even willing to accept. We did grant our brother that pardon. It seems like the least he could do, honestly. So we got the accusation of witchcraft event again. So could get the stewardship lifestyle by releasing her. Upset the peasants. Say she must burn for her crimes. We'll get the piety, satisfy the peasants. Or hire her as an advisor. Well, just from the roleplay. I don't know. Yeah, I guess you could really go with any option. It's nice to have extra lifestyle experience points. But yeah, you do upset the peasants a little bit, but they'll be fine. We want to get through our perk tree a little bit quicker, I think. Actually, that got us the next perk now. Excellent. So fearful troops, the men-at-arms maintenance for dread. I don't know if we even have. Yeah, we really don't have much dread here. So probably not going to be as useful as getting some other things. Like the vassal tax contribution. Let's get that. Yeah, that'll help earn us a bit more money. Oh yes, that reminds me. The tax collectors. A proper paymaster. Never one to be short on ideas for how to improve the realm's revenues. Aslan approaches me as I perform a routine troop inspection. I've noticed that in your own domain, local minor magnates are ever trying to engorge their purses at the expense of their troops. I suggest you give me the authority to oversee soldiers' payments, then I could combat corruption to make sure that your army is funded in a more efficient fashion. However, I foresee that the Caliph will become aggrieved, so he's our marshal. All things concerning for your soldiers have hitherto been his domain. So we can say he has had too much on his plate anyhow. And then we'll get that delegated payments that will reduce the maintenance for our army. We'll also lose stress, but we'll irritate the Caliph, and these two will become rivals. This is one of our tax collectors. Instead, we could go with that they'll share the responsibility between them, but it's a diplomacy challenge that we will for sure fail. You know, our character, apparently his diplomacy is not good enough. That's interesting. Or we say, no, I will keep things as they are. Yeah, I guess we'll go with this and just piss off the Caliph. Sure, why not? Alright, so going with that, and now we need to deal with the tax jurisdictions. So I appointed another tax collector, not that we really need him just yet, but we do need this new status, this Ghazi status. So this is going to result in us getting less levies, but for every vassal, we'll get a plus 1% monthly income while at war, so pretty helpful. That's when you need the income the most, and then also a monthly piety of plus 2%. The vassals that are assigned this status will also get monthly income while at war, plus 5%, and increase monthly piety. The vassal pays less piety to use the Holy War CBs, but more prestige for other CBs. Now you are losing the tax bonuses that we're getting from these ones. This one also grants the levy bonus. But I think a 1% for monthly income at war, that would apply to all your income. I think that would generate more than what you're actually losing from these. So I think this is a better bonus overall for money, but again, only applies while you're at war. But basically, we need to get rid of this one here. Can't have too many people in this one because it does decrease the opinion. So we don't want powerful vassals in that position. And then with this one here, you don't want too many there because of the monthly prestige penalty. That's the other thing to consider. So let's go through our taxpayers and just reduce the number that we have in each of these positions and probably move them over to there. I'm hesitant to do it, yeah, I don't want to do it through here. We'll do which ones are available, basically. I think that's probably the better way to do it. So let's go ahead and make sure we get the ones out of here. So like anybody who has the more power here, you don't want them in these positions, but certainly not the Caliph. That's probably one reason why we're getting that opinion penalty. Also, our brother-in-law here, probably pull him out of that. Why are all the most powerful vassals over here? It doesn't make any sense. I kind of want like weaker vassals in this position. It does look like they are sorted by their contribution, so therefore the rest of these should be fine. So let's go ahead and remove those taxpayers from that position there, and then, or from this jurisdiction, I should say. And then let's go ahead and go through this one as well. I don't think we want to have quite as many in here, but could have some household ones in here. What you don't want to do is be getting hit with the prestige bonus for weak people who don't generate much. And so I think we should remove the most, the most weakest ones that just aren't giving you as much money. So maybe, yeah, maybe this guy as well. Now this does give some prestige bonuses, so maybe you want to keep him in that because he's our son-in-law. Yeah, maybe get this guy out of there. Yeah, some of these are not generating much. Yeah, I'm looking to remove quite a few of these. Yeah, I think that one more would be good. So I was going to remove all them. And then now we need to place the additional ones into this position here. All the unassigned ones, essentially. Oh, they do have to be the same faith, so otherwise you might have to put them into another position, but that's why we have this other tax collector. Alright, so this is what it's going to look like. I actually added some more people into here who we don't care about pissing them off, like our uncle who's already in prison. So these are all weak characters, and that uncle put in there. And yeah, we don't care if we piss them off. We want more taxes from them. And so this should help us earn a bit more money. We just kind of rearrange this a bit. And let's get us some more piety and help us when we're at war. We're going to be getting a 5% bonus from that. And we just have the one taxpayer in here. That's it. And it's just basic taxes for now. So we'll have to take a look at it to see if there's something specifically we might want to assign for that. Maybe give it to somebody we like. I don't know. Some type of bonus. There's a lot of different things we could put for that jurisdiction. Unfortunately, our wife, 45, and she's pregnant again. Wow. Jeez, man, we've gotten unlucky, or I guess lucky, depends on how you look at it. Well, unfortunately, we actually lost opinion with him because of the misunderstanding. Again, that low success chance can sometimes result in you lose an opinion. Alright, so let me just see if there's anything else here we need to be aware of. So let's go and put our caravan master there. Get rid of that notification. And we can vassalize a new character here. So go ahead and offer that. He has the 2 titles. So we'll send that off. And you can see, look at how much we've expanded just in today's episode from getting additional vassals. That's it. Realm will lose land if certain vassals die, though, so that's something to consider. That not all this is guaranteed to remain in our control. We're going to go ahead and now ask our brother to promote our legend. 81% chance he'll accept, so we'll send that off. And then I think we're ready to declare war. Let me take a look real quick at that new guy came in from the tax jurisdiction. Because yeah, I don't want him going into the monthly prestige one, yeah. So we're going to want to take him out. So remove him, and then probably just put him in the basic taxes because you can't really fit him into this one anymore. So yeah, we'll just add that one character into here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and declare war. Well, unfortunately, we don't have the illustrious fame yet. That's right. Yeah, it's a real shame we gotta wait a little bit longer. Okay. So we'll just have to wait. We need to basically do things that are going to help us get more prestige, and our brother did refuse us to become a promoter of our legend. He's just jealous. Alright, so this is another tax collector event here. So basically we can fire him and get piety, or just say I will keep your words in mind, and then we'll spend piety. And so-and-so will be disappointed, this vassal of ours, because I don't care what's going on here. Well, we could just fire him. Sure, why not? And I think we have plenty of tax collectors that are of good skill, or maybe not plenty. We've got one more here. That's it. That's the last option there. See if there's anything new here we need to be aware of. Doesn't look like it. Well, could transfer this vassal here. Okay, sure. We'll go ahead and do that. I'll boost his opinion because he wasn't happy about that situation. And our son has benefited, his education has benefited from our wife. Alright, so is this the trait for our son? Looks like it. So diligent is what he currently has, and I don't know why we wouldn't want to just keep that. Is this our eldest son? No, it's not the eldest. It's not the heir. That would be this character here, who's charming. Yeah, we'll let him keep the diligent trait. So we need to figure out ways to get more prestige. I mean, there's a lot of things to do, activities. But yeah, I really want to get to that illustrious. I hate the way this looks. And so I like to add that to our empire here. Alright, so this is the trait. We're just looking at traits here for our eldest. Currently he's impatient, so this is his next trait. Could get him honest instead or arbitrary. Okay, well, he's doing the intrigue focus. So if we just looked, you wouldn't want him to be honest, obviously. But arbitrary, it does help with the intrigue. It is simple, though. I feel like he's just going to have to be simple, man. We're going with this option. Of course, it does produce more stress. So, yeah, that's a bummer. I did need to change him up in just 4 months, because he'll be done increasing the control. Wherever we have him, over here. House Unity has changed because our cousin was executed. And so it was reduced. Our brother did that. We did get the keep constructed over here. Alright, excellent, so we were waiting on that. Do we want to construct something else here in the capital now? I feel like we probably should. Go ahead and get the tax and development bonus here. So could do that. Could also do this one here. Or I could do this one here. Get you more levies and better bonuses for the cab men-at-arms. You know what? I think we could use the additional money in development growth, so let's go and work on that. It's going to take us 7 months to get that constructed. Another promoter has joined. Excellent. So as far as who we could ask next, well, we only have the one brother left to ask who doesn't like us. And as for friends, he's already promoting our brother here, and they're not landed. So none of them would be options either. I don't know if we've got any other family members in our dynasty who might be willing to do it. Let's just take a look, see how far it's spread. Pretty good, actually. Valiant Defense is spreading rapidly. All right, excellent. That's what we want to see. Spreading throughout all of our baronies and counties. And so you can see that we have 49 at the moment. In order to increase the quality, we'd have to double what we've gotten so far. But yeah, that hasn't taken that long, really, when you think about it, because of the promoters that we already have involved with it. And we continue to have members join as well, without having to even ask anybody. He did finish increasing control. Excellent. So now let's go ahead and move him to a new location. I guess over here. Yeah. Work on that next. All these areas need to have their control increased. Yeah, we'll do this one. And we'll move to this one and this one here. Alright, so just more of these childhood events here. I'll just keep going with that first option, which is what I generally go for. For whom the bell tolls. So this is an event around our legend. So I retreat to my chambers one evening, exhausted and weary from yet another day of tedium and monotony. As I lay on the edge of sleep, I am suddenly stirred awake by the shrill screeching of metal on stone. I shoot awake and see a shadowy figure at the edge of my bed. His toothy grin, the only illuminated part of him I can see clearly. I cannot move. I can only stare as he steps towards me, dagger in hand. Then suddenly I wake once more. He has marked me with his visit. I fear that I will be collected by Azrael very soon. A fate I must change. So we can say, I must become immortal. This gives us a discount towards upgrading our legend. We can change legend chapter, and we'll gain the quest for immortality for the next 15 years. Legend spread chance will increase. Or say it was only a dream, only this and nothing more. We'll get the level headed, increasing our piety and learning lifestyle experience. No, we must become immortal, of course. So we'll get that, and that'll give us some bonuses for spreading our legend. And it looks like house unity just keeps on decreasing because, unfortunately, all our family members are acting against each other. But we're still harmonious, so that's not a major issue. Need to take a look at our decision, see if there's anything we want to do in there. Like for instance, these are two that I noticed in here that you can favor skilled outsiders or sponsor Persian scholars. That'll get you some scholars with high learning. Not entirely sure what you'd do with them exactly though. This one here would piss everybody off. So you could do that. Commissioning an artifact. You know, we do need to get some artifacts for our court, as well as for our inventory. But what I really want to save our money for is activities though to get our prestige up, guys. So I think we should just save our money and then do an activity that would generate a lot of prestige. You see there's a big civil war in the Byzantine Empire as well. So another event surrounding our legend, Greasing Mouse. A vassal often clamors to gain the attention of their liege, but for once that particular table has been turned. So Arslan would be such a boon to have as an advocate for a valiant defense. So that's this vassal here. He's one of the new ones that we got. So I must make every effort to get him on my side. I must think carefully about what would be best to catch his eye. Perhaps a promise of investment in his holdings, maybe a simple promise of a favor. My eye drifts over to the Kesranid house banner on the other side of the room. Would he be swayed by a gift such as this? Why would we give him that? No. Because surely he wouldn't turn that down, and he'll accept the gift. Or we can do an investment. So this is a combined diplomacy to stewardship challenge. We'll lose 115 gold. But yeah, that would increase the holding taxes and development there. High chance of being successful. Or he should follow my lead regardless. And then there's a 15% chance that he'll start promoting it. You notice I skipped right over this one because we're not giving him a favor. A hook on us. Oh, thank you. I wanted to save the money. Seems like a good investment though to try and get this to spread faster though. So we have to wait less time. Yeah, let's do it. And he was dismissive. Wasn't it like an 8% chance or something like that? Jeez. Oh, terrible. Alright, so we did have another daughter. Okay, so it could have been worse. Because we don't need any more sons at the moment. We currently have plenty of sons. Alright, so another one of these events here. What's my purpose? All is dark around me. Just ahead, a solitary light is there in the distance. Like instinct, I walk across this void towards the single spot of light, until I'm greeted by a lone figure dressed all in white who looks just like an older version of me. He smiles at me with a kind of warmth only a father can give, and invites me to sit beside him. Basking in the warmth of his presence, I feel an inexplicable elation and peace. Do you know why I made mortals die? It's what separates you from me. You know how precious life is. Your eternity in heaven is coming, but for now, there are people below waiting for you. So we can say, I get it, I finally get it. So we get that discount, we'll be at peace, reducing our stress gain, and increasing the legend spread chance, and we'll lose 42 stress. Or instead say, no, I will live forever. We still get that bonus there. And then you get the crisis here. Yeah, I think we need to accept it here. So let's go with that. There's also a heresy. So we're going to say those vile heretics led them astray. And we are now in the 1st of January, 1116, and even though we haven't really made it all that far in today's episode, we did get a lot done. We increased the size of our kingdom significantly. We still haven't dealt with this little guy over here. So we're probably going to go ahead and declare war on him and get him conquered. It'll be a real quick, easy war. So yeah, I probably want to do that. He does have a powerful ally here in Bithynia, but it'll probably take this guy a while to get over here. Maybe not that long. But we'd already have his army defeated and probably have the siege done as well. So, yeah, I think we'd do like a little quick war with just the men-at-arms to get that area conquered. But yeah, there's little patches of territory all up around here that we could attempt to conquer. I just don't really like doing the wars for just counties. And so generally I think it's just better to wait to get the illustrious. And you know, you're spending money for the wars. And so I think our best option is to save our money outside of maybe this one little quick war here, because I mean there's not anything else to do here. You can't conquer any larger territory, and I want to get it done. It's been independent for far too long. So outside of that, I think our better option is to save our money and to instead try and increase our fame through activities here. So there's a lot of different activities that will produce a lot of fame. There's the Grand Tour that you can do. So the Majesty Tour in particular would really focus on prestige. So that would be an option. Could also do the Grand Tournament. You get a lot of prestige from that too. Somebody wanted me to do the university visits. Character's kind of old to do that. It would be nice, of course, to increase the education trade. It does take a while though. Yeah, our character's a little old. I don't know. It'd be an option, but that doesn't help us with the fame, of course. I could also just do another hunt. That gives you a little bit of fame. Especially if you can maybe find something a little bit more prestigious than a fox, like a buck or whatever. Yeah, unfortunately, we do have to end today's episode here. Again, you know, it was a little shorter as far as the time goes. We didn't make it as far, but we got a lot done. We're spreading our fame, or spreading our legend, I should say, all across our territory, and we got a lot of promoters, currently 4, so they're kind of helping us get that spread. And so we see if we can't get that done next episode. It depends on what level we want to get it to. So, if we want to increase the quality again after this level, then you'd have to have it spread even further. Currently sitting at 56 baronies. Of course, this costs money as well. I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one. And thanks for watching.